Good evening. Coming to you with a little Saturday night video. Just chilling at the house right now. I don't really go out that much no more like I used to. It was like a party animal from like 15 until like 29. I'm 34 now, so I don't really go out that much no more. Not interested in going to bars like that. But this is what's coming to my heart right now. It's like yeah, like when I first started really getting into this like spiritual thing, I feel like I was always a spiritual being anyway, because a lot of this felt like review. These are things I knew when I was like a kid, but went off into society and whatnot, and just got led right back to where I was when I was like a child, right? But it's like the Zen thing, right? And here's what people don't understand about spirituality, and like I kind of did that too when I got back into this, but it's like, bro, check this out. It doesn't mean you're not going to go through problems. It doesn't mean you don't feel pain, right? So put it like this. Like, I know I'm not the body and I'm not the mind, and, I'm not my emotions, right? I'm the soul, conscious awareness. That's a knowing. I know that. Like, I really know that. Like, I know that, man. Like, I've even had, like, some experiences, like, a few of them, to be like, yeah, that's absolute. Like, no doubt about it. Right? But check this out. I'm not the body, but if I took a hammer to my foot right now and smashed it, guess what? I as a conscious awareness have to feel that pain, and I'm gonna feel it. Like, the people think like this spiritual path, or you get into this, it means you're just like you're not gonna feel pain, you're not gonna have emotions, and you're not gonna live a human life. No, it's not it at all. You came here to live a human experience. That includes the pain too. That includes the not so fun feelings. That includes like people and passing away and having to grieve that pain. It's like I said, if I took a hammer in my foot right now, like, I'd feel it, right? I'd feel it, but I know I'm not that pain, right? Just like with emotional pain, like with loss, right? Like when my mom died, like, hey, I felt it out, I hurt, but I went through it. That's why, like, hey, I didn't or here's a better example, like when you don't become your environment. Like someone like me, I grew up in the hood, bro. Like, I could have been like a gang member. I hung around a lot of gang members growing up, right? Like, grew up in the hood. I could have been a gang member. I could have been like a murderer. I could have been like a drug dealer. But it was just a knowing I had even back then, being like, hey, I'm not my environment. That was like my first kind of deepest realization. I'm not my environment, and I am me, right? I am me. Like, I'm not my environment. Meaning, no matter what's going on out here, like, that doesn't, like, you'll pick up things from it, but I'm not going to become it. Just because, like, hey, this is where I grew up, doesn't mean I'm going to, like, oh, I have no choice. Like, I'm just like these, like them now. I'm out here fucking banging and all that. Like, nah, it's like a deeper realization. You're like, hey, I'm not my environment, you know? Same thing, like, you get older, right? And like this, like I was saying about this, people get on the spiritual path thinking that means they're not going to go through pain anymore, or they think like all their life problems are no, they're not going to be solved. You still have to solve those, right? You're still in human form. You still have to live a human experience. You still have to, go through those issues. You still have to be practical, right? You still have to pay rent, right? You still have to, get money somehow. You're still going to get your heart broken, right? But it's just the way you deal with it. You don't like completely just fall apart, if that makes sense. Like some people, like God forbid, like some, like say their wife or something cheats on them and they kill themselves. Like, that's what I mean. Like, you become the pain, and you just, like, you can't take it, and you like end your own life or something. Or you do something crazy like these mass shooters, bro, go shoot up. That's becoming your pain, right? That's like not knowing who you are. It's you becoming your pain. You're becoming you're becoming your environment, or whatever programmed you to do such a, heinous thing, or do such a heinous thing to yourself, right? And that's the thing people get wrong about the spiritual path. They think it means you're not going to feel anything anymore. No, you will. You do feel it, but you feel it differently. You feel it differently, right? It's like you observe it more, and you're just like, it's almost like you're watching, like, let's say if like a painful emotion comes up, instead of it just taking over your whole being and you just go insane, it's almost like you're watching a sad movie, if that makes sense, right? It's like if you watch a sad movie, like from the movie, watching like a sad movie, and you know, you start crying, you know, because you feel it, you know, you're like, man, that's how you when you grow on the spiritual path. What I've noticed, you know, through my own direct experience, that's what it feels like when I deal with my own emotions. I feel them and I cry, bro, like all that. I'm in human form, man, human being, right? Or if I'm excited, you know, I feel it, but it feels like I'm watching it like in a movie theater. I'm watching this character Titus go through these range of emotions without becoming them, though, right? That's the whole thing about the spiritual path. Like, I'm kind of like understanding now, right? You might think you're failing on it because you feel emotions, or you're like, oh, I shouldn't be feeling those. Yeah, you should. Who said you shouldn't? That's not what it's about. You know, it's just more about you observing them instead of becoming them. That's like what being like stoic or being zen is like, right? Like if you're like a stoic kind of person, or you know, you hear like zen, that's what it means. It means experiencing your emotions fully without suppressing them, right? Without suppressing them, and you feel them, but you know, you take it from a point of an observer, and it doesn't make the feelings go away, okay? It doesn't make them go away, but it gives you some space so you don't become them, right? Because it's one thing to feel emotions, one thing to like get overtaken by your emotions, and you start acting out and doing like foolish things because you got overtaken by these like very difficult emotions, man. Like, you know, I've had that happen to me in the past. I get taken over by my emotions. I do something like stupid. Never did anything too stupid though, right? But that's what it means, man. That's what it means to be like stoic or to be like zen. So and for like some people, they're like maybe they're watching YouTube videos or something, and they're like, okay, man, I'm gonna do this spiritual practice. I'm gonna start meditating and whatever, right? You know, like someone like me, I didn't choose this shit, bro. It chose me like a long time ago. I just didn't really know what it was until I started getting older, you know. But like, I didn't choose this, bro. If I had the choice, like, if you still gave me a shot, like, no, I've been just a normal fucking person. I'm a normal person, bro. I've been a normal person, not aware of any of this, but, you know, that's not the path. That was not my path, right? But anyway, that's what it means to be stoic or to be zen. It's like, yeah, I'm not my emotions. I'm not my thoughts, right? I'm none of those. But you still have to experience them. Like I said, if I hit my foot with a hammer, like, yeah, I'm not my body, I'm not my foot, but I do have to feel it. You know, I still have to go through that painful experience, just like with happiness, right? Even you gotta do it on the other end of it too. Even the joy and like, though you are happiness and joy and peace and love, right? That's your true nature. That's what they say, right? That's who you really are, you know. But it's just like, yeah, you have to feel those emotions still. You're not gonna escape them. It's about not escaping them, you know, dealing with them, and you know, letting them pass through you. And I forgot who said it, but it was a great saying. He said, those feelings are trying to, you know, it's like information, right? They're trying to go through you and go back to God, but we block them because we try to suppress them, right? We try to suppress our emotions, or we try to pretend they're not there, or we just, you know, whatever we do as human beings. But yeah, anyway, yeah, you know, we're not our emotions, but it doesn't mean you don't have to feel them, you know. You're still gonna have to feel them, you know. It's just about not becoming them. And like I said, use like what I do, you know, if I'm going through difficult emotions, and I've been going through a lot lately this year. I've been going through a lot, you know. But I put it like this, like I said, it's like I'm watching it on a like a TV screen or something, right? I'm watching my own emotions, my own emotional state, my rise and fall of my emotions, my happiness and sadness, and like even watching depression and watching all. I'm observing it, you know. I'm observing it, and I'm like experiencing it, and you know, tears might come out or whatever, but without becoming them, where you do something stupid, bro, or you throw your whole life away, right? Hopefully that video made some kind of sense, and if y'all out there, you know, getting fucked up, just be cool, man. Don't drink so much. You know what I mean? Don't drink so much. Just chill out, and you know, no drunk driving. Call Uber or something. You know, but I hope you all enjoy your night, and peace.